Today I'm going to show you a janky way to create gradient text in Sketch. If you're new to the channel, my name is Raymond Stone and I'm a UX designer based in San Francisco. And recently I came across a question on Quora. This question says, how do I create a gradient fill text in Sketch app? And there is an answer on here, which is collapsed, and you can see why it's collapsed. The answer basically says, create a shape, click the color thumbnail under the fills label on the right panel, select the gradient option, easy as that. I mean, it's technically correct. Basically what this person is trying to say is that you need to convert the text into outlines. And so that is pretty much the only way that I figured out how to do it. And I found a few tutorials online that each give a couple of different ways on how to create gradient text in Sketch. And I've tried all of those different ways, but none of them worked. So I'm just going to show you the janky way that I figured out how to do it. So I'm going to open up Sketch. I have version 51.3. I'm going to open up a new document. And the fact that I have an old version of Sketch that I bought back in 2017 and haven't updated since might be the reason why none of those tutorials that I found work for me. So I guess this tutorial that I'm about to show you will be useful to those who have an older version of Sketch and didn't bother to update it. The Mat key command for an artboard is A, so I'm going to select A to bring up the artboards on the right. We'll just go with, well, mine pops up Apple devices, so I'm just going to go with iPhone 8. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to select Command 2 to zoom into the artboard. I'm going to select T to bring up the text. And I'm going to type in some text here. Let's say gradient. Write gradient text. Okay, so if you go over to the right where it says color, you'll notice that there's no option for a gradient. I mean, you could change the color of the text, of course, like any design program. And if you go down to fills, where you should be able to select a gradient, as soon as you select a gradient, it just disappears. It doesn't matter if you click either side of the gradient, the text just disappears. So I'm going to select Command Z to undo all of that. So what you want to do is select your text. You want to go up to where is that? Oh, here it is. Convert to outlines. And for whatever reason, whenever I select convert to outlines, it brings it up to the above the artboard and disappears somewhere up here. Where'd you go? So I'm going to select that and bring that onto the artboard. And once you get that onto the artboard, you could pretty much work with it the same way you'd work with a shape, where now you could select a gradient for it, and we could change the color of each side of the gradient, like so. Now, obviously, this is probably not what you're looking for. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to really create gradient text, I'm not really sure if Sketch offers that option. Maybe there's some sort of plugin that does it, or maybe the newer versions do it. But this is the only way I've figured out how to do it. So I would suggest that if you do it this way, to save the text that you want in a group underneath first, and then make a copy of it, and then convert that to outlines, and then create your gradient off of the copied text. So anyway, I hope you found that useful. If you did, then remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.